Rochdale, folks, yes, Rochdale, not a million miles away from here. I see Palestinian supporters have defaced is it the Cenotaph in Rochdale, in support of Palestinians with the current conflicts there in Gaza. Many were saying that the parades over the weekend on Sunday at Armistice, is it Armistice? I think it is. They may try to deface monuments there and do things there. I mean, obviously people hope that they don't. The Cenotaph's there, that's the rumours anyway. As I say, hopefully they won't do. But I see they did this in Rochdale, and you think to yourself, why? Well, you know, where's the sense in that? I don't get that at all. You know, at the end of the day, you've had their own people, Hamas, maybe not on their behalf, but you've had their own people go into Israel and murder and kidnap many, many hundreds of people in Israel, many defenceless people, women, children. Because of I think the universal hatred of Jews, and I don't know why there is a hatred, but there definitely seems to be. The bulk of the world seems to be against Israel and out in support of the Palestinians. For all this was started this time by Palestinians, as I say, it was Hamas. Maybe Palestinians themselves wouldn't have wanted it. I'm sure after the repercussions now, they definitely wouldn't have wanted it. But Hamas are probably a law to themselves, and they do as and what they want to do as and when. But as I say, when the eyes of the world now are very much on the side of the Palestinians, I would have thought defacing things in this country, in our country, on cenotaphs, things that celebrate the war dead, I would have thought that's the worst thing they could have done. I really would. I just don't get it at all. Now, I know we've not been clean and green as a country. We've got skeletons in our cupboards, and we've done a lot wrong. But many celebrated on these cenotaphs, you know, in the First and Second World War. That was probably a war where we weren't the aggressor, where we, to a great extent, I mean, especially the Second World War, with help from others, have turned things around. I mean, had the Germans have gone on and done what they wanted to do, they'd have been running the world now. We wouldn't have had the world as we know it. And I think this sort of many old boys that you know, are still left with us. Well, there's not as many anymore that are dying as we speak. The last few that are left, and what it must do to them seeing these things defaced must be awful. I would imagine if Arabs or Palestinians carry on doing this, I would imagine all the support they've got will just wane away, because they've got plenty of support in Britain at this moment in time, and as I say, probably lots of countries throughout the world. I just feel that's a step too far. Why deface something that commemorates the war dead of this country, when they're living in this country? Maybe many of them were born here, and you know, I'm not being at all racist at all. But why come to a European country and deface something that celebrates the war dead of that country to try and get your message across about the evils that are happening in your own country? And we all know that Israel were going to retaliate and had to retaliate, and you know, maybe some might say they've gone too far, maybe some might say too many being killed, and I'm pretty sure that they are. But I think ultimately they're trying to stop this from ever happening again in their country. But unfortunately, Gaza's been absolutely level while they do it, and it's a great shame, and there's many, many great losses, and I've got sympathy on both sides, I really have. But I just don't see how Palestinians, Arabs, whatever it may be, are going to get anything from doing this on monuments celebrating our dead. I really don't. I think it's going to get many people who are on their side turning against them, especially people of a certain age, you know, people in the 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, and most of the older ages that have lived through the wars. I don't get it. I just find it really, really sad. What are your thoughts, viewers? Let me know. Comments at the bottom. Am I right or am I wrong? I think I'm right, but then again, whether I'm right or not, in my eyes, I'm right. What are your views? Do you think they should be doing it? Do you think it's a complete no-no? As I say, I do. I really do. And I'm concerned about what may or may not happen on Sunday. I think if they do that down in that there London, where the eyes of the world is watching them, I think they're going to lose a lot of support in this country. I really do.